All right then, morning. It's Sunday morning. It's about 6:30 in the morning. I'm here in Worthing, sunny Worthing, to fill up with diesel at the petrol station here at Co-op. Now, I've never used a Co-op petrol station before, so we're going to be seeing if they respect my right to use legal tender coins. This is the £20 coin. It's legal tender throughout the United Kingdom, according to the Queen, in the legislation. I was doing some research and about what rights are, and I found an interesting definition that rights are legal, social or ethical principles of freedom. So if these coins are legislated for as legal tender, then surely that we have a right to be able to use them and spend them. Well, let's find out how we get on and see if they respect my right to use these legal tender coins for payment of fuel in the United Kingdom. Morning. Yep. There you go. 20, 40, 60, 80.
Yep, I've checked this now. Check this one. Kev? Hold on a second, mate. We'll take these. Do you know what these points are?
I've never seen one of them. Not something that we would take. No way of banking it.
That's my means of payment, I'm afraid.
Say,
legal tender coins.
you've never seen them before.
No. Nice, aren't they? Do you like them?
They are nice, but never seen them. So, as I say, I've got no way of banking them.
How do you know if you've never seen them before?
Well, that's why I've got no way of banking them, because I've never seen them. I don't know that it's legal tender. Never seen it.
No, you could Google it and find out whether they're legal tender.
As I say, all the years I've worked in shops, we never even took the £5 coins when they had them out.
They're legal tender as well, aren't
We
they?
never took them.
Yeah, but they are legal tender, aren't they?
I couldn't tell you.
Right. What do you think legal tender means?
Well, if you don't know it's legal tender, you don't know it's legal tender, do you?
Well, I know they're legal tender.
But if we don't, you could just be saying it was.
Sorry, I do what?
We don't know if it's legal tender, do we? So.
Well, you can look it up. What do you think legal tender means? Let's assume they are legal tender, yeah?
Yeah.
What do you think legal tender means?
Actual currency.
Actual currency, yeah?
But if I don't know it's legal tender, I'm not going to accept it, am I?
Well, you can look it up.
That's what you're trying to do now, I presume.
Okay. Well, I'll tell you what legal tender means. It means it's good for payment. Yeah. It means that it's payment, that you can make payment with legal tender. That's the point. So in this situation, you know, I've drawn fuel and I owe you the money now. Yeah, so I need to make payment. So that is payment. It's legal tender, you see.
Yeah. Just about to check again.
Have you got customer toilets here?
They're closed at the moment.
Are they?
Don't know when they're going to be open at the moment.
Yeah. Well, I couldn't wait that long. I didn't know Co-op operated petrol stations actually.
I've only got a couple of them.
Yeah, I've never seen a Co-op petrol station before.
Used to be a Summerfield.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
£12 coins, like membership coins. Legal tender allows UK coins to be accepted as payment of debts in court, banks, building societies who are not obliged to actually accept them because they're a commemorative coin and are intended for collection or collectors.
Have you established their legal tender?
Legal tender term means that they can be used to settle a court debt or with banks and building societies to exchange them. Shops are not obliged to take them as legal tender,
Okay.
I'm afraid. Everything online regarding them, the £5 coins, all around collectors and commemorative. They are certainly a genuine coin, not disputing that.
Yeah, that's good.
First issued in 2013,
Yep.
but they are intended as souvenirs and collector's editions.
Yeah. Whether what they're intended for is kind of irrelevant. It's whether they're legal tender, isn't it?
Yeah, but as I say, the term legal tender, and that's what Google is telling me, defines being able to use them to settle a court debt.
Yeah. You've seen that on the Royal Mint website, but if you look on the Bank of England website, it doesn't say that at all.
Or
Have a look on the Bank of England website. Look at Bank of England legal tender. If you don't mind, please.
This is Bank of England's website.
Yeah.
You might have heard someone in the shop say, but it's legal tender. Most people think it means the shop has to accept the payment form, but that's not the case. The shop can choose what payment they accept.
Yeah, keep going.
Shop owner can choose what payment they accept. If you want to pay for a pack of gum, £50, it's perfectly legal to turn you down. Likewise for all other banknotes, it's a matter of discretion.
Yeah.
If your local corner shop decided to only accept payments in Pokemon cards, that would be within their right. That's exactly what it says on the Bank of England
Yeah,
website.
keep going. It's an important bit coming up.
But they'd probably lose customers. Legal tender has a narrow technical meaning which
This
has
is the
no
bit.
use in everyday life.
This is the bit.
It means that if you offer to fully pay off a debt to someone in legal tender, they can't sue you for failing to repay. I can't sue you for it.
I rest my
basically.
case. So I owe a debt because I've taken the fuel. The fuel's now mine, but
Well,
also
it's
is the
actually
debt.
still- It's actually still mine because it's not paid for, but...
No, if you look into the law of it, it becomes mine once it's
I'm
dispensed from the
fully
pump.
aware of law. I've just finished an apprenticeship in retail which covers all retail law and everything.
Okay.
So I am fully aware of...
Well, it becomes mine once it's dispensed into the pump, not once it's paid for. Okay. So I owe you a debt.
End of the day, we're probably going to have to agree to disagree on this.
Okay. So if I could have a receipt, please.
Well, of course you can.
Thank you.
What am I giving you a receipt for?
Hello, mate. That regular one, is it? What's your name?
I would just suggest in future that if you've got more of them, to check with the shop first.
Yeah, I would suggest you put a sign on the pump that says that we don't accept those coins, because if you don't have a sign on the pump that says that, then the assumption is you accept all forms of legal tender.
Well, no, not at all.
Well, legally speaking, if you're studying law, you'd know that.
I'm not studying law, I said retail law.
Oh, retail law. Well, this is quite an interesting experience for you, I think, then, in this case.
Well, yeah, as I say,
Thank you very much.
getting a lot of grief from my bosses for that, but...
Well, I think you did the right thing, Kevin. Very good, thank you.
Well, as I say, we'll have to agree to disagree, because what that says kind of is saying exactly what we're both saying.
Yeah, yeah.
So,
I think you've handled it spot on, mate.
well,
You've done the right thing,
there's a
thank
little bit on
you.
the back of the survey, which is an online survey about how you've been treated in store.
Yeah,
Take about 2 minutes to fill out if you wouldn't mind doing it for me.
I would, Kevin. Thank you very much.
Great.
So, Kev, what's it? Nelson Road Co-op?
Yeah, all the details, if you turn it over,
Yeah.
it's got down the bottom here, store number 9835.
Yeah,
My name, Don Next, I've changed it over to my name so this gentleman doesn't get into trouble for taking them.
yeah,
And as I say, the web address is on the back, it's the Your Store, Your Say survey.
yep.
And they'll just ask you a few questions about service you received, if there's things that we can improve, etc.
See, the reason why I do it, Kev, is, you know, rights are to live in a country according to the laws of the land, right?
Absolutely.
Now those coins legislated, right, by the Queen as legal tender for
Yep.
payment throughout the United Kingdom, right? If they're lawful, then that's a right. Yeah, so
well, that's what I'm saying, we
Yeah.
have to agree to disagree, because the way that the Bank of England has stated it, I'm in my rights to refuse that payment.
yeah, but then you wouldn't be able to recover it.
Exactly, and you're in your rights to pay for it, so it kind of contradicts itself. So they're
Well,
covering their back with regards to the consumer and the retailer. Neither can go, but because they can go, well, actually,
The thing they're missing out, right, is that a shop is within its rights to refuse any form of tender.
Yep.
Yeah, on a normal transaction like buying gum, as it said, yeah, right. But this is different because when you purchase fuel, it becomes a debt, so it's a completely different scenario.
say that's why, with regards to how the Bank of England have all worded it,
Yeah.
we've got to kind of agree to disagree with it, but to say,
It's an interesting one, isn't it? I hope you don't get into any trouble for it. I don't think you should.
well,
I think you've done the right
worst
thing.
case scenario, that's one of the reasons why I'm asking you to fill that out, so that if they go, well, you shouldn't have rah, I can go, well, I've made the customer leave happy and satisfied.
No, I do this all over the country, you know, and I've had all sorts of responses. I've had people throw the coins back into the car, and then I never had to pay for fuel. Yeah, I've been arrested.
That's a bit excessive, throwing coins back at you. I mean, that's something I certainly would never do. But yeah, no, it certainly has been interesting, and
I've been arrested for it. I've had the country's leading lawyer look into it and say that I'm right.
yeah, as I say, it'll be a interesting conversation with my boss when he finds them in the safe come tomorrow morning.
Yeah, all right, Kev.
That's for sure.
Thank you very
Yeah,
much.
not a problem.
You're a star, mate. Cheers. Hiya. It's Kev there.
Kev,
Hi, Kev.
Hello.
I filled in the survey for you. I just thought I'd tell you what I put, yeah? I'll give you high marks on everything, right? I gave,
It does come back into store that, and the area manager and...
yeah, I put in the comments section, right? I put the staff in the unusual situation of presenting them with legal tender £20 coins. They had not seen them before, but after a little research by the manager, Kev agreed to accept them and issued a receipt. They were highly professional at all times and did the right thing of accepting the coins which are legislated by Her Majesty the Queen as legal tender for payment throughout our United Kingdom. Of all the places I have exercised my rights to use these coins in payment of a debt at a fuel station, this has been the best and most professional response yet. Well done. Thank you very much. You've done
You're
well.
welcome. Have a good day.
Yeah, sorry to put you in that situation, but
No, as I say,
something I do.
yeah, no, it's a learning curve for everybody. I've posted pictures of them onto the store manager's WhatsApp for the area for all the different co-ops. There's 19 of us in the patch. I'm waiting to see how many come back saying never seen one, or have. I basically posed the question: has anybody?
Yeah.
Curious as to how many store managers in the area do or don't know about them.
Some people might tell you that, oh, you shouldn't have accepted them or whatever, yeah. But what's the alternative, yeah? Because I would have left anyway.
The alternative is we'll be £8 out of pocket.
Yeah.
Because you've offered to pay.
Exactly.
See what happens.
Yeah, that's it. You've done the right thing. I think you did well. And thanks very much. Sorry to put you in that situation, but yeah, good man.
As I say, it's a learning curve, and I've posed the question to 19 store managers. How many of you have seen or dealt with these? Being interested to see if any of them have.
Yeah, it's an interesting conundrum. I've got a YouTube channel, yeah, and I record it all. I'm from Devon, so I normally kind of like do it around Devon, the Devon area.
All right.
But I'm just visiting Worthing for the day, so I thought I'd give it a try. But yeah, thanks very much anyway.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye-bye. Well, there you go. That was a great experience. I think that's probably the most positive experience I've had doing the diesel conundrum so far. Yeah, the first guy was a little bit nervous. You could tell he didn't really know how to deal with it. I don't think, but the boss Kevin was open-minded. He didn't escalate it. You know, this is the trouble with some of these petrol station managers. They're like Jobsworths, and you know, in a superstore, I find the superstores are more Jobsworthy than independents. You know, they kind of think they've got some sort of dinner lady authority, where they can tell the people what to do, how they can pay and how they can't pay, and things like that. But this guy, he didn't escalate it. He looked at it. He researched. He'd never seen them before. He didn't know anything about them, so he did some research on the internet. And with an open mind, he kind of like well, he accepted them, didn't he, and gave me the receipt and the change even. So yeah, I think it's top marks there, and I think he did really well. I think he's a credit to Co-op, and I hope they look at the way he dealt with it, because it could have gone any way, but he didn't escalate it. He handled it professionally and correctly. I think proper star. He was real good. Full credit where it's due. So yeah, I think it was a positive experience, and well, I'll see you on the next one.